At the tender age of 18, my life changed forever. Death came like a thief in the night and snatched my parents away in a terrible car accident. That night, I lay on the cold floor of our small house, my stomach empty, my heart shattered. The shadows of loneliness covered me, and I wept bitterly. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for more stories. The next morning, my uncles and aunties came. They did not ask if I had eaten or how I was feeling. They only came for my parents' bodies. Without a single glance at me, they took them to the village for burial, leaving me behind like an abandoned piece of cloth. I sat in the house, calling my mother's name, calling my father's name, but the only answer I received was silence. I looked up to the heavens and asked, "Why, God? Why me?" But even God did not answer. Days later, my uncle returned from the village, but he did not come to comfort me. He came with a different purpose. He entered our house like a hungry lion and began packing everything, my father's clothes, his wristwatch, his shoes, even my mother's jewelry. He turned my home into an empty shell. I stood in a corner, shaking. "Uncle, what about me?" I asked in a small voice. He turned to me, his eyes cold and filled with anger. "You?" He scoffed. "Lydia, you are a girl. You have no right to inherit anything." Tears rolled down my cheeks. "Uncle, please. Where will I go?" I knelt before him, holding his leg. "Don't leave me like this." But he kicked me away as if I was a stray dog. Then he sold our house and turned me into a homeless orphan. "Go and stay with your aunt, Mama Grace," he said. "I don't have time for you." And with that, he walked away. With heavy feet and a broken heart, I made my way to Mama Grace's house. My hands trembled as I knocked on her door. When she opened it, she frowned. "Why are you here?" I knelt before her. "Auntie, Uncle said I should stay with you." She hissed. "I don't have space for you. But if you must stay, you must walk." "I will walk, Auntie," I said quickly. "Please don't send me away." That was the day my suffering began. From that day, my life became worse than a nightmare. Mama Grace did not see me as family, she saw me as a slave. "Lydia, wake up," she would scream before the sun even rose. I would jump from my tin mat, rush to the kitchen, and begin my daily struggle, washing plates, sweeping, fetching water, cooking food. Yet, no matter how hard I tried, it was never enough. "Is this how your useless mother taught you to cook?" she would shout, throwing the food on the floor. I would bend down to clean the mess, my stomach crying for the same food she wasted. But I dared not speak. Her husband ignored me like I was invisible. Her children looked at me with disgust. They refused to eat the food I cooked. They refused to touch anything I touched. Mama Grace stopped me from going to school. "Why waste money on a useless girl?" she said. Hunger became my closest friend. At night, I would clutch my empty stomach, listening to it sing songs of pain. My head would spin, my throat dry like the harmattan wind. One evening, I was sent to the market. My legs were weak, my eyes blurry from hunger. As I walked, I almost fell. Then, I saw her. Cynthia. My old school friend. She looked different, her skin fresh like a baby's, her dress sparkling, her bag big, her shoes making noise as she walked. She looked like someone who had never known suffering. "Lydia, is this you?" she asked, her eyes wide with surprise. Shame covered me like a dirty wrapper. My dress was torn, my slippers had holes, my hair was rough. Cynthia held my hand. "Come, let's talk." She took me to a small restaurant and placed a plate of food before me. My hands shook as I picked up the spoon. I ate like a hungry dog, tears falling from my eyes. "Why are you crying?" she asked. I wiped my face. "I suffer too much, Cynthia. I don't know what to do with my life." She smiled and held my hand, her fingers soft, her nails painted red. "Lydia, you can change your life. You can have money. You can live well like me." I sniffed. "How?" She leaned closer and whispered, "Follow me. I will show you." That evening, I followed Cynthia. She took me to a big house with bright lights. Inside, the air smelled of expensive perfume. Young girls filled the place, laughing, dancing, sitting with men who threw money at them. Cynthia smiled. "This is where I live." I looked around. The chairs were soft, the tables full of food and drinks. Everything looked rich. "But what do you do here?" I asked, my voice shaking. Cynthia laughed. "We enjoy life, Lydia. We dress well, eat good food, and men take care of us." My heart pounded. "But, is this right?" Cynthia held my hand. "Look at you. You suffer in your aunt's house. They don't love you. They don't feed you. They don't care about you. But here, you will have everything you want." I thought of my life, the hunger, the insults, the pain. I looked at Cynthia. She was beautiful, rich, and happy. "Come, Lydia," she said. "Just try one night." My mind screamed no, but my stomach whispered yes. Slowly, I nodded. That night, Cynthia gave me a red dress and high-heeled shoes. When I looked in the mirror, I did not see Lydia anymore, I saw a stranger. I stepped into a world I did not understand. The price of choices. At first, I was scared. Then, I got used to it. Money came easily. I bought expensive clothes. I ate food that Mama Grace could never afford. I even bought a small car. Now, when I drove past, people respected me. Girls envied me. Even Mama Grace, who once called me useless, now smiled and called me my daughter. But deep inside, I was empty. Every night, I felt dirty. Every morning, I woke up in regret. One evening, I sat alone in my car, staring at my reflection. I did not see the Lydia I once knew. I saw a lost soul. Tears fell from my eyes. I whispered to myself, "I sell what I have to get what I want." Then I broke down completely. Was it worth it? No. I had money, but I had lost my soul.